How are you doing today?
Good.
Would you all like a map?
Please.
All right.
We decided not to bring the RV all the way up to the Grand Canyon just for one night, so we've gotten a room at the Yavapai Lodge right here inside of the park. I'm very excited because we've never stayed inside of a national park before, and we're gonna go check in. Nice basic hotel room here. We're in Yavapai East.
We're in the park.
Very nice. There's two sides of Yavapai Lodge. We are in Yavapai East, and sort of like a timeshare situation where, you know, your room is not in the main lodge. We had to drive just a little ways away, and there's several buildings here, and we're just in a room on the top floor. So we're gonna head right out because it's late afternoon now, and we're gonna go head over to Mather Point so we can see the canyon, and then maybe do a little drive or shuttle bus down to a sunset location.
Very, very large.
We'll go out there and I'll just put that to great view on it.
So from over here, like, oh, this is a little tiny, whatever. I don't know. And check out like this trail, and then right through that little cut, you can see the water running.
There's little tent buildings right here. You can see them in the binoculars good there.
They're actually large,
They're large tent buildings.
but you think they're little from up here.
There is a larger section of hotels and lodges farther down the canyon at where Bright Angel Trail is. But I like this Yavapai Lodge region because the general store is right across the parking lot from the lodge. It's open until 8 o'clock every night. It's kind of a grocery, gift shop, tons of great stuff in here. And it also looks like they sell some gear here, like technical hiking and camping gear here too. They might have some rentals, camping rentals of walking sticks and backpacks and other stuff like that. Good morning. Looking forward to another day here in the Grand Canyon. We're planning to do a longer hike today. Just before we start out, I wanted to drive over here to Trailer Village RV Park to see how big the sites are. So it looks like there's plenty of room for a 40-foot fifth wheel in here. There's lots of big rigs in here. And also it's less than half full. So I'm a little surprised to see so many empty spots, but that's good to know that we could have brought our rig up here easily. It looks like the posted price here is $84 a night, which is very pricey for an RV park, but when you compare it to things like Fort Wilderness at Disney World and the price of the hotels here in the park, that's pretty reasonable. We could bring our RV up here for cheaper than staying in one of the hotels. So we've come over to the visitor center because we need to catch the orange shuttle to the South Kaibab trailhead. This trail is only accessible by shuttle right now. I don't know if it's just in the winter you have to ride a shuttle, but we're gonna head over there. Now the South Kaibab trail is part of the Rim to Rim trail. There's two different ways you can hike rim to rim. One is the Bright Angel trail, which is closed right now. The other is South Kaibab. We're not gonna go very far on it. The whole hike is around 24 miles, I think, to do rim to rim, and you would go down in the bottom of the canyon across the Colorado River up the other side. But we're just going to see how far we get today. There's a lookout point that's about a mile down. So if we do that, it'd be 2 miles round trip. Maybe we'll do that one. We just want to get down in the canyon somewhat, just to say that we did. So I mentioned the rim to rim hike. My sister-in-law did this hike last fall. She is my age, and she did it with a group of friends, and they did it in one day, rim to rim. Like I said, about 24 miles. I might be a little bit off on that. But to do the rim to rim hike in one day is an extreme feat of endurance. I'm so impressed by anybody who can do it. And it takes, I read on average, takes about 12 to 15 hours to do it in one day. So I believe that she left, like pre-dawn kind of thing and hiked all day and arrived on the other side around sunset or a little bit after. But yeah, incredible. We are not doing that today. We're gonna just do a little walk to see what we can see. The first kind of marked point on South Kaibab Trail is the Point. It's 0.9 miles. It says it's a moderate hike. We'll definitely go that far. The point after that is Cedar Ridge, which is about 1.5 miles total to get down there. But that part says it's difficult. So when we get down to we'll see how we're feeling and if we want to go any farther or turn around. Ready?
Yep. Tighten my belt. It's a little loose.
This is the mule trail also. Even though it is a beautiful sunny day, it's about 50 degrees right now, there are some icy patches on this trail, especially in the shadow areas. So we need to be really careful because we're not having walking sticks either. We just noticed this little device in a tree over here. It says this is not a camera, it's a person counter so that the National Park Service can keep track of who's going in and out. That's pretty cool. There's tons of people here this morning. I'm sure that late morning is the busiest time here at South Kaibab. I love the colors of the canyon. Not only the red rocks, but way down in the valley, it's greenish gray. There's lots of different plants down there. So beautiful. Okay, we've reached Point. It's kind of the first stopping point on the trail. Took us 40 minutes to get here. We're gonna keep going a little bit to see what it's like down to Cedar Ridge. We might not go the whole way. Oh, you're gonna keep going? Wow, it's just a little bit more.
I can't see around it. Well, yeah, at least that's how they get you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, interesting. Look at the trail going on that formation there. This is a bunch of switchbacks here, then it gets on that over to that formation there.
I really enjoy trail running in the woods.
Well, we made it a little ways farther, but I think we're going to stop here. We can see the Cedar Ridge bathrooms down here, but there's quite a few switchbacks and elevation change before you can get down there. I don't think I want to climb back out of there, but it's cool to see it.
That's right. You can see the whole.
We did.
You can imagine. You can imagine it.
You can just imagine it, yeah. I just wanted to see the bathrooms. I didn't need to go to the bathrooms. Well, if you just want to do a short hike in the Grand Canyon and get down into the canyon a little bit, highly recommend South Kaibab. It's very doable, not very strenuous, at least in the top mile or 1.25 miles that we did. Trying to go slow so I don't overexert myself. It's getting warm now. It's 12:30, so This is the height of the sun. I mean, of course, it's a cool day, but going uphill and in the full sun is a little bit more tough.
Nice flat stretch here.
Yeah.
Like the cross section of an anthill.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 or 8 switchbacks, depending on how you want to count to the top. Maybe 9.
We made it. I was afraid it would be too easy just going down 1 mile and back up. It was not.
Jared's been here for like an hour.
He is way ahead.
Maybe 15 minutes at most.
Our last view.
Nope.
Our last visit here at the Grand Canyon is the Desert View Watchtower. This is at the very eastern end of the national park. And I always thought this was some sort of like Indian ruin or something, but it was actually built in 1932 just as a focal point for tourists to see in the park. So it is built in the style of old pueblo and Indian structures. But we're going to see if we can go inside and get up high to see a view.
Yeah, go over there.
You can see the big plateau off the end of the park. It is free to go up in the watchtower, but it's only a capacity of 25 people at a time, so you may need to stand in line here for just a few minutes. But it's free.
Great view of the river.
Here, I got a good picture. Nice. If you come out of the Grand Canyon on the eastern end where Desert View is and head south towards Flagstaff, along the way is Wupatki National Monument. This is a national park unit, and it has about 7 different pueblo ruins in it. And we've just pulled over to Citadel Pueblo. We're too late in the day to go to the visitor center, but these areas you can just drive into and look at. I assume that you're supposed to go up to the visitor center and buy your pass to display on your windshield, but since we have America the Beautiful, we're just going to come in and see these sites along the way. These pueblos around Wupatki were built around 1100 AD, about the same time as the cliff dwellings that we saw the other day at Walnut Canyon. These pueblos at Box Canyon are the best preserved, I think. There's several of them here around this kind of shallow canyon in the ground, and really well preserved. Now, the sign here says that this canyon that's right next to the big pueblo here was used as a sort of plaza, market plaza, or for people would gather together and work together to build things. Maybe some farming over here. The kids would play down here. So that was kind of a communal area, especially in the summertime when it was warm. And they would just use these pueblos here for sleeping and maybe cooking.
And there's signs of an ancient kind of dam down here that would catch the water Plus, they would put clay, vessels underneath the
Pots
overhangs
to catch the rainwater.
catch rain
Yeah.
runoff.
And if there wasn't any rain in the dry season, the Little Colorado River is 10 miles down the road, and they would have to hike down there to get water. Oh, there's no way into it. This is the best one.
Very tiny windows.
Yeah. Now, a sign on one of the other pueblos said that normally people would enter the pueblos from the roof. So you might see a ladder going up the side of the structure and then a hole in the roof that they would go back down. So it's probably that these doorways inside are because these are internal rooms. You would still have to enter the pueblo from the roof, but then once you got down in here, there were doorways connecting the different rooms. Yeah, I got it. Well, this is going to do it for our Arizona stay. We have had such a wonderful time with Jaron exploring Sedona and the Grand Canyon and all around central and northern Arizona. He's flying out to go home very early tomorrow morning, so we'll be here for another day or so, and then we are heading to California. We're going to be in California for quite a while, so we'll see you there next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'll tell you when. To the very edge and be quick with it.
There. Nice. That's pretty sweet.
It's gonna be a little hard to believe, but
A little toasty. Thank you.
no problem. Anything else?
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.